All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy December 20th. Hopefully, you guys are ready. You're prepared. You're excited about Christmas, all the festivities. If you don't celebrate, it doesn't matter. It's all about enjoying the time with our loved ones, no matter where you are. Hopefully, you guys have an amazing next couple days. And so, we're obviously going to go full tilt this morning. I got some things that I wanted to share with you, some sentiments, and I want to make sure that we make the best out of Action Fridays. These sessions are all about sharing, contributing. There's tons of things that you guys are doing right now to get ready for Christmas, for the new year, campaigns. Maybe you wrote something. Maybe you're in full swing with your newsletter. I don't care what it is. I want you guys to share what action you have taken in this last week, what you're doing over the course of the next couple of weeks, and how you're going to be even more prepared for the new year. So, as always, I'm going to have somebody bring us out on the field. And that person is going to be Kyrell. You are middle of the screen for me, big dog. He's going on a listing appointment in a couple hours in Oakland, looking sharp, ready to go, my man. So why don't you hit us off with the sentiment for the morning and take the team out on the field on this beautiful Friday morning. Let's go.
Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. To start off the sentiment, it is, approaching the end of the year, going into next year. Um, One of the main things that I'm going to be focusing on is reinventing myself. Self-discipline and basically self-improvement is something that I'm focusing on. And yeah, let's just get the ball rolling and crush 2025.
I love it, bro. And I feel it. Like I haven't known you for that long, but it feels like you are truly, truly a man on a mission. Some of the things that you've shared with me personally, man to man, the voyage that you're on, the mission, the crusade, the purpose, the cause, like I feel it, I'm with it, and I'm here for your growth. So excited to have you here, excited for your growth. We have some guests on the line today, some people that have never been here today. Vernon, if somebody is a guest on the call, what can they expect from our space? Go ahead and hit them with what they can expect from Keep It Moving Group Coaching. Let's go, Vernon.
Well, top of the morning, team. What you can expect is a whole bunch of transparency, authenticity, and just, I guess the best word that I can explain what you can expect is authenticity. You never know what's going to happen in these calls. There may be a tearjerker, there may be a heart pumping, maybe some blood flowing, maybe some virtual hugs, some be some pats on the back, some attaboys, attagirls, and keep pushing, or some constructive criticism and accountability. So this is a space that's just like open for all emotions, all elements, but it all simply boils down to growth. This is a fertile ground for us to grow. Welcome to the space. Let's get it.
I love it. I love it. And, I'm going to give Vernon some kudos. Him and I have been working closely as he's developing his craft. He comes from a background of leadership, and I feel like once a leader, always a leader. But now he's saying, how can I adapt those skills into real estate? And, I just want to give you all the praise for all of your growth over the course of the last, I think it's been 8 months that we've been working together as a conversion clinic, and you in this seat. And so just want to say congratulations. We see your growth, we feel the growth, and we see the impact in the numbers in our environment. And it's been really good to see your growth, my man. So I appreciate you. Blessing, I sent you something earlier today. And if you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of Survivor. And give me a raise of a hand if you're a Survivor the Show fan. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a fanatic about the show. And it just wrapped yesterday. But Blessing, I sent you something earlier that actually made me think of you. I wanted you to share with the group what I sent you earlier and share with me what your thoughts were on what I sent you. And I want to get some thoughts from the group. So Blessing, go ahead and hit them with what I sent you earlier.
This is a beautiful thing to receive at 7 a.m. It is find a way to find a way. And no matter what you are trying to accomplish, if you have thought about it, it means it's possible. So even if you can't see your way through to it, it's there. You just have to keep digging. You have to find your way through to your goals. It's out there. You have that goal for a reason. Go find it and keep looking until you find it.
Man, it's very, very simple, you guys. Find a way to find a way. When I heard that, I had never heard it said that that way. You know, keep the main thing the main thing. I've heard simple sayings like that, but find a way to find a way. Like if you truly, truly want this, you're going to find a way to find your own way. And I absolutely love that. And so I'm going to share that later on social media. If that lands for you, give me a thumbs up, give me an emoji on the screen, give me some type of emotional reaction if that lands for you. Find a way to find a way in all things that we're doing in life, business, health, and relationships. So you guys, we're going to talk about action today, and I love all the hearts, and I love Gabby's daughter. She is so excited about group coaching today, and then Joanne's daughter. I think I saw a little hand over there as well. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to be here, but I'm going to pull up my screen right now. I put together a couple things, and I wanted to start our session off with this. And I'm going to go over to, let's see who I have on the screen. Now, there's more to this, but I want to make sure that I give you the cliff notes of this. And I'm going to go to Evangeline. Evangeline, always well spoken. The baby should be here any second. She is still grinding. Also, was able to get in contract. I think it was yesterday on her listing that's been sitting for a minute. So, Evangeline, I'm going to have you read this, and then we're going to continue cruising on. Let's go, Evangeline.
Thank you. Good morning. We don't get what we ask for. We get what we believe, and what we believe in ourselves shows up in our energy. It's how we walk into a room, how we communicate through body language, how we show up for meetings. What does your energy say about the belief you have in self? Sit with that for a moment.
So there's a video that I posted on my story. It's from Alicia Keys, and there's obviously way more to this, but I wanted to take the cliff notes of this. And when it says we don't get what we ask for, we get what we believe, and we believe in ourselves, and it's going to show up in our energy. If you truly, truly believe in yourself, your ability, the courage that you have, your talents, then other people are going to see it. They're going to feel it. When you walk into a room, if you are uncertain, if you're unsure of yourself, if you don't really know how to articulate the reality of what's actually happening in the marketplace, people are going to feel that. They're going to be in tune with that. That vibration is going to be very, very loud without you speaking a word. If you're just hanging out in the back of the room because you're very, very uncertain, your body language is going to say that. So I want you to do a check-in with yourself and ask yourself, what does your energy say about you when you communicate with your consumers, when you meet them, when you get out of the car, when you go to networking events, when you go to masterminds, when you're attending any type of seminars? What does your energy say about you? And I want you guys to sit with that for a second. Patrick, I'm going to go over to you, my man. When you see this, when you heard what Evangeline just shared, where do you go? How does this land for you? Let's hear from you really quick.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. For me, it's this hits hard because I've been kind of reconstructing kind of how I'm going to attack the next year, right? And I've been focusing myself on, other studies like Taoism, Stoicism, and minimalism, right? And one quote that I heard yesterday from Lao Tzu was, when I let go what I am, I become what I might be. And it's the same kind of, lesson that I'm seeing from this passage because, it's we construct our own reality at the end of the day. If we believe that we can become the number one top 1% producer, realtor, or whatever, then shoot, you're the only one stopping yourself from doing that. So that's how I perceive that.
So Patrick, say that one more time, what you said when you let go. I want to make sure I hear that correctly.
When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be.
Wow. That's powerful. That's absolutely powerful. Yeah, can I get some thumbs up? I absolutely love it. Whatever you're reading, whatever you're into right now, my man, drop some stuff in the chat. Send me a text message, my man. I want to be on that similar wavelength. I love what you're doing. I love that contribution. So really, really good stuff. Let's go to one other person. Let's go over to Ashley. Ashley, I know you're driving. I don't know if you have the ability to see the screen, but when you heard this, when you see this, how does this land for you? Tell me a little bit about your sentiment. Ashley G, you there? Going once, going twice.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
I can.
My audio was going out. I think it's so true when you truly believe that you're going to show up in rooms and you know you've done the work and you know you've done everything to where you're going to have an impact and you truly believe that to your core, you're going to show up a different human being than if you haven't done the work, you haven't read the books, you haven't done the market research, and you're going to turn into the person that you believe that you are. So I'm 100%. I've been in times in my life where I'm like, I want to be that person, and I show up as I want to be that person. And it's not where it's not where you actually end up wanting to be. And then I've done the work. I've showed up as the person that's done the work and could communicate it. And it's just a whole different place you end up.
So Ashley, really quick for the people that don't know, and this is humble for you, obviously, and you always remain humble. How many total loan officers are at the money store?
Over 400.
Over 400, and currently, where do you rank?
Number 9.
Number 9. I'm over 400. Like think about that. And when you talk to Ashley, she has this level of confidence in what she does because she has done the work. She shows up. And by the way, Ashley doesn't have to come to coaching. She's a lender. You'd think, oh, well, why does she have to come to Keep It Moving group coaching? She chooses to be here. She's been an amazing impact for this group. And so shout out to you. But I want you to check in with yourself when we talk about this energy. If I see you in the office, if I see you at an event, what is the energy when I'm walking up to you to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Do you have the energy of, fuck, I hope Elias doesn't ask me about my production? Because I know, listen, I know, I can see the numbers, you guys, the numbers don't lie. Is the energy, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I haven't been on social in like a month. I haven't been prospecting. I haven't showed up to a meeting. I'm just here for the free lunch. Like, is that the type of energy that you have? And like, when I see you, what type of energy are you giving off? And you're like, damn, coach, I'm so excited to see you, man. I got so many things going on. I appreciate the support. I got so much momentum. Like, that's a way to say, I got to check my energy. I got to, because what I believe in, people are going to feel. And if you truly believe that you are that top producer, you are that top echelon type of agent, then all of the energy that you're giving off to the world, that's going to be felt. When I see you, you're stoked to talk to me. You are stoked to talk to me. You're not like, oh, fuck, you made eye contact. Hey, coach, how are you? And you're trying to divert. Look at this. You're trying to divert my attention. But Ashley, you had a hand up. Let's go back to you really quick.
I just wanted to comment on the find a way to find a way, because that's the one that really hit me, because I feel like there's 2 different types of people in the world. There's the people that hit an obstacle and go, oh no, it's not possible. And there's the people that believe anything and all things are possible. They just have to figure out what it is. And the people with that belief that there's always an answer to every single problem out there, if they just keep going, keep studying, use their resources, work a little harder, stay up a little later, the people that truly believe that are going to find a way to find a way. And the people that get sidetracked from that roadblock are not. And so you just have to decide which type of person you want to be.
God, I love it. We can end it there. And I appreciate what you put in the chat down below, Jeff. You said that it was, sorry, where did it go? Oh, the obstacle is the way. I absolutely love that, Jeff. You guys, let's go right into action. I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate you guys tuning in thus far. And let's get right into action. As always, I want to lead by example. I'm never going to ask you to do things that I'm not willing to do myself. And this is the time of year where we should all be taking massive action to close out the year strong. We are not waiting till January. We're not going to turn the calendar and all of a sudden become a new woman or a new man. That's not what's going to happen. You guys have to put those habits into effect now. You have to get your calendar in effect. You have to get your affairs in order. You got to make sure that you have momentum going into 2025. You guys, I want to share something with you because it is a very, very powerful moment. So on the 22nd, I'm going to be out in New York for Inman. And on the 22nd, I get to ring the bell at the NASDAQ. Okay, sit with this for a second. Like a kid that came from the streets, didn't have anything growing up, didn't know shit when I came into this business, didn't know how to co-lead a team and create everything that we've been able to create in the last 5 years. And to be able to be there with Kenny and other leaders in EXP and ring the bell on the NASDAQ, like, I can't tell you how like excited I am for that opportunity, how grateful I am. But ask yourself, would Kenny, would we be able to have an opportunity like that to be on the NASDAQ and ring the bell if we didn't take action, if we didn't have visibility? You guys know the answer. It's a rhetorical question. So it's like anything is possible, you guys. I didn't know any of these people 5 years ago. And the fact that I get to be there with the president of the company and ring the bell, you guys, I am just beyond excited and I'm beyond grateful. Now, I want to share with you some things that are right in alignment with action. If you guys have MailChimp, you guys should be receiving a year in review email from MailChimp. What they're going to do is they're going to share with you what your insights are for MailChimp. And now, if you don't have a newsletter, I suggest that you start one. I don't care if you have 10 clients or if you have 10,000 clients, just get started. There was a time where I had literally nobody in my audience, and I've grown that over the last couple years. Thank you to Roma, thank you to Ria, thank you to Judith for helping me create what it is today. So 5.51%. Click rates have climbed. So the average from 2023, it's actually up 5.51 to the amount of clicks that I'm getting for my newsletter. You gain new fans. So my audience grew by 4,256 in 2024. 234 emails sent this year. And then in April, I set the pace. It says here, you created a personal record for email sends in April. Why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because I believe that if we are going to take action, I'm going to lead by example and show you what I'm willing to do in order to get you guys to have some thoughts and some inspiration to take the action yourself. Let's talk a little bit about social media. Now, I want to stay busy, I want to stay active, and I want to stay visible. I want to own my visibility so I get more opportunities to grow my personal brand, to grow the company, to meet faces like we have on the screen today, guests on the screen today. So since September 21st, I've posted on my wall 14 times, but I have dropped 2,900 stories since September 21st, and I've dropped 84 reels. Now, when I tell you guys the importance of you guys building and dropping and creating more visibility, I want to show you guys what is possible. I didn't, when I started the year, I didn't have an idea of what I was going to post every single day. I just do it consistently because I know that the visibility is going to serve me, serve my brand, and serve the growth of the company. This is my followers since September 21st. I was up 5%. These are the new followers that I was able to gain over the course of the last 3 months. And then external links. I wanted to put this in here because I want to show you, but if you're launching a course or if you have a mastermind or if you have something that you're a part of, or if you have an Eventbrite that you want to bring people to, whatever it is, I had 316 people tap on an external link. Now, maybe that was for coaching. Maybe that was to join our team. Maybe that was to come to business planning, whatever it is, but there's always something going on. So there's, always something to drive people to. You guys are no different than me. You guys have the opportunity to build, but if you don't create the visibility, then you're not going to get the views, you're not going to get the likes, you're not going to get the shares, and you're not going to get the traction that you're truly looking for. Let me share with you guys an email I just sent out yesterday. So if you go into Mixmax right now and you open up your email, there's a little M at the bottom. If you don't have Mixmax, just add it. It's a Chrome extension. It's $10 a month. On the bottom right there, you're going to see a little M. And on that M, you can go in there and create personalized videos to your consumers. Now, I use this for various different reasons, but I created a video yesterday. You'll see this top one, December 19th. I sent this video out to every single person that attended the business planning clinic in New York. Now, 73 people have opened this email so far, and I got all the analytics of how many people watched the video and if they watched it through the duration. Now, what I did is I made an offer to them for coaching outside of, obviously keep it moving, but I made them an offer. And what I want to share with you guys, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you is I'm willing to do the action that I'm asking you guys to do. Now, some of my action might look a little bit different than yours, but at the end of the day, it is still action. And so I want to encourage you guys to make sure that as we close out the year, that you're not settling in, that you guys are doing everything that you possibly can to set up for a very, very strong 2025. And stop me if you have any questions before I go any further. Next up, we all have an audience, right? And what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a letter, but I wanted to get a little assistance. I'm not going to lie, from ChatGPT, but I told ChatGPT what I wanted to do. Write me a heartfelt letter to send to my audience that receives my newsletter, including the information below. Include Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from my family to yours. Additional information, 2024 was a year of tremendous growth. Just like you, I was met with challenges but found a way to overcome. I'm grateful for the lessons, the relationships I've built, the beautiful cities I've visited, and the struggles that tested my resilience. Our team outperformed the market and once again demonstrated true character of champions. Thank you all for receiving my newsletter. Looking forward to growing with each of you in 2025. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And thank you for being part of my world. Now, I told ChatGPT how to frame my letter based on the prompts that I gave it. And now they produced me a beautiful letter that's going to go out in my newsletter without any other links. No links to coaching, no links to join the team, no links of snapshots of how amazing you guys are. It's just going to be a letter and 2 pictures of my family wishing everybody a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. So that's what I was able to do this week. I want to share with you guys my action to hopefully encourage you guys to share your action. What is working? What are you doing? And what is going to set you up for success in this next week before we get into the new year? So I'm going to open it up to you guys. Feel free to share your playbook. I just shared mine. I want to hear from you guys. What's working? What are you doing? What action have you deployed? And what are the results from that action? Who wants to go first? All right, D. Bledsoe, I need at least 5 people to get involved in this conversation. So let's pause. I got 3. I got 4. Who's going to be my 5th? Am I really waiting to hear this awkwardly? Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go, D. Bledsoe.
Good morning. Definitely the newsletter. You had encouraged me a couple months ago to get that started. So I'm putting that into action in January. So start the year off with that. At my last volunteer session last week, Molly came out and she really encouraged me to turn it up a little bit. And so she is going to assist me in getting a better turnout at the volunteer sessions. Now it's going on 2 years of consecutive months. So now it's just time to turn it up a little bit more and get some visibility on that and get the community involved a little more. And lastly, I did have oh shit, I just blanked on what my other one was. But yeah, that's 2 good ones. So there we go.
All right, and if you come back to that, if you think of it, just raise your hand again, my man. Love it, absolutely. Can't wait to see it go to the next level. And by the way, I really like the jacket. Let's go to Patrick. Patrick, you're up next, big dog. And feel free if you want to share your screen, anything that you want to share, stats, analytics, data. Feel free to take the mic, take the screen. It is all yours, Patrick. You are up next.
Yeah. Just to set up next year, I think the number one word for me is visibility. Right now I'm working with, Jay Quizon and Joseph Chin, trying to buff up our content game and trying to, set some calendars and, ideas for next year. But my main goal is to really set up these seeds right now so that, it's basically, I want everything to be automatic. I want everything to be my calendar. I don't want a day that I'm wondering, okay, what am I going to do today? Who am I going to hit up? So for me, I'm looking at my database. I'm hitting up the right people that want to connect with me back. And I'm setting up all the aspects that I know will basically spring my business next year, right? Connecting with top producers, thinking about, hey, asking the questions like, hey, Vernon, what can I do to make my game better, man? Like, what are you doing? Why are you top producers? How'd you close 16%, man? Like, what the hell? So that's what I'm doing right now, gathering knowledge, gathering resources, and just trying to set my feet up and make sure crossing my T's and dotting my I's for next year.
Man, I absolutely love this because no matter how big you get, how much you grow, you always have to be a student. You have to ask those around you, how were you able to achieve what you achieved? And what did you have to go through in order to get what you have now? Tell me, I want to know, and I want to sit next to you, and I just want to pick your brain. That takes humility, and that takes you being a student. And so I absolutely love this. You guys, I am fortunate to sit on the advisory board with Real Scout. And Real Scout obviously is an amazing tool for you and your consumers to interact. But what they don't have for us is they don't have an ability for us to look on the back end, kind of like a manager tool to look at the analytics of every agent. So we're advising them to have that, and it's coming soon. So now when we hop on a coaching, when we come to sessions like this, we're able to look at everyone's back end of Real Scout and to see who are the most active users and who's using that tool to the best of their ability based on the insights of consumers. And I promise you guys, just like Patrick was saying, getting really in tune with the systems, you guys should be utilizing products like Follow Up Boss and Real Scout to help you build and guide your business in 2025. So there's no question of what do I do today? I'm looking at my analytics, who's opened an email, who's viewed a property, and who is most active today. And that's how I'm going to focus my energy. So Patrick, really, really good stuff. Also, they are going to add a widget, a button that says make an offer. So if Vernon has a consumer that's been looking at houses, they can see the Matterport, they can see the 3D tour. They're like, I just want to make an offer. They'll be able to hit a button and that will go directly to Vernon. He'll be able to go ahead and say, perfect, let's get the terms of your offer. You don't need any more information. Wonderful, you're good? Okay, cool. Let me do some due diligence. I'm gonna look over at the comps and disclosures, but let's go ahead and submit the offer, because here's what a consumer is going to want more so in the coming years is they want that instant gratification. They have tons of information at their fingertips. What Real Scout's going to do is going to make it even easier for the consumer just to click a button, make an offer, you do your due diligence, submit the offer. So I love where your head's at. Let's go, Evangeline. Evangeline, let's head over to you. Mama San, you'll be next, and then Vernon, you will bring up the rear. Let's go, Evangeline.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do, I mean, what everyone else is doing. I'm clearing out my database, making sure that's good. And Bernard definitely told me too, it's like your Real Scout and database should mirror each other. So I'm getting onto that. Something specific I've been on is like, I've really seen success being in this like girls Facebook, Bay Area Facebook group. I mean, there's like 33,000 women in there. And I think as women, we're really adverse to like the sleazy car salesman. So when you pivot it to like, oh yeah, no, this is just a girls' conversation, right? I partnered with Christina Cross Country Mortgage, and we did this amazing webinar, and it had great turnout. We saw our, bookings on our calendars and stuff. So we're making it a monthly like Zoom call, and then in February we're already planning like a Galentine's Day in-person event. So just working on things like that, seeing what sticks. So if we're seeing that, hey, this marketing stuck because it was so specific, then yeah, let's ride that wave, right? So, and then of course, like the content thing too. I mean, I've been lately just posting even anything, and it's just like, yeah, like it's driving like leads to your profile. So like, why not screw it, post?
I love it. Evangeline, so tell us, you just got your listing in contract in Fairfield, correct?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. How long was that property on the market?
Um, it was a minute. It was on the market before I joined Team Fast, and that sat there for about a month. We pulled it from the market the moment I entered, so it had to, cool for a month. And then now we're on the market for like 16 days, or like 2 weeks, actually, 2 weeks.
Beautiful. I love it. And here's the cool thing about Evangeline. She got a call from an investor that was potentially wanting to write an offer on the house. So it was a 12-minute call. So she said, Elias, can you listen to this call and tell me what I could have improved on? And so like literally it's like, hey, tell me what I could have improved upon. Then we had a call yesterday. She's like, thanks for the guidance and thanks for the direction. And, she was humble enough to say, there's some things I probably could have done a little bit differently, but now she's even more equipped. And so I appreciate you doing that yesterday. I was glad that we can chat. So congratulations on that. Mama San, let's go to you. And then Vernon, you are going to be on deck.
Hey. So I think one of the things I did this year or conquered was I stopped being afraid of my voice. I stopped wondering or being worried about what other people thought about me when I post on social media. I just focused on and just being more self-confident in myself and posted a lot more, which helped me in my sales. I got a couple of deals from social media. This year I accomplished my goals like way beyond my dreams and took my dad on an international trip. I bought my dream car in cash. I made top agent and I became part of the Zillow team. But next year I've got my plan. I've got my business plan. I know what my GCI is going to be. I know that I want to make 250 GCI. I know it's going to take at least 30 deals at 800,000. So like just making sure I know like what setting myself up for next year and what planning out those goals.
You know, I absolutely love this. And there was a time that yeah, I don't think that you were as confident with your voice and what you had to share, but when I would see you in person, you were this light, right? And I was like, how do we transfer that light to show everybody on social and on your posts and on your content? And I've just watched you evolve. And so for the people that don't know the numbers, Mama San, what are your numbers for the year?
How many I closed this year or
Yeah.
14, and I hit my GCI way over and I'm really surprised. I mean, I wrote a check to myself 3 years ago, which I thought, oh God, no, I'm no way I could like hit that. And I looked over at my vision board and like realized, holy shit, I hit that goal. And like
I'm so glad you shared that part because I totally forgot that you had it on on your wall.
yeah.
Mama San, how many deals did you close last year?
God, I closed I think 4 or 5 last year. And then this year I tripled. It's crazy. And last year I almost quit the game. I was like not confident. I didn't, yeah, it was a rough year and, turned it around this year.
150% growth year over year. And I just feel like you haven't even hit your stride. 25 deals, 30 deals is that's what you're on pace to do. And so I love this. I love how you understand what your metrics are, what your numbers are. Let's talk a little bit about more of a narrow plan from now until the end of the year. What are you committed to? What action are you taking in the next couple of weeks before we turn the calendar?
Action, really, I've been saying this for a long time, but honestly, my what do you call that? A monthly
Newsletter?
I've been saying that forever, but that's my goal this year, is definitely doing that. So I'm
Yes.
working on that. Always working on the health thing and yeah, just being more proactive and maybe door knocking.
All right. So if it's not called the Mom San Moments, like I think we're missing an opportunity. I think that you could put together this cool newsletter that's not only real estate, but it's music, right? And then it's also travel, right? Those are things that you are really, really in tune with. You go to Mexico, you go to all these cool places, but you're also really entrenched with the music scene, where to go for live music, who's coming to town, what's underground, what's popping off in the local area. Like that is part of your brand. And I would love to see the Moments of Mama San newsletter. I would tap in for that. So love it. If you need any help, any support, you let me know. Let's go, Vernon. Vernon, you're going to bring up the rear. I saw a smile from Ashley. I love this. What does everyone use for their newsletters? Really simple, Keelan. I personally would use MailChimp. If you submit a request to our admin team, they'll give you the framework and then you just have to insert the assets every single week. It's actually pretty easy because the framework is already done for you. Maybe Kelly can chime in a second on how she structures hers because she has a really good newsletter. Vernon, let's go to you, big dog.
2025, I'm all about operational efficiency. I'm mastering the conversion play and making sure that everything is automated in terms of my production, in terms of the coaching work that I'm stepping into. It's operational efficiency. It's continuing to build the framework, build the levels on top of the foundation that we've designed for our online leads program. We hit 60, I think it was 67.3 million in sales volume this year for the Flex team. Our goal is 100 million. And so in order to be able to increase by 50%, I've got to make sure that our operational efficiencies are super duper tight. We're at 87 deals this year. My goal is 120 deals. So in order for us to do that, our operational efficiencies have to be super tight. I want to see everyone within our online leads program actually winning. I don't think that there should be one agent a part of our program that does not have an online lead closed transaction or multiple in 2025. In order for us to do that, I we, Elias, Dan, have to ensure that our operational efficiencies, our lead certification programs, our agent development systems, and all of that are like top shelf, super tight, no loose bolts. And I think that's going to produce $100 million a year for us. Super excited about that, bro.
I love it. I love it. And I feel it, and I'm here to experience that. So tell us about the next couple of weeks. When you think about what needs to happen in your world, what are you doing to take action? Or just talk to us about the action in your production business. What is going on right now? How are you closing out the year? What are some things that are on your agenda?
Oh man, it's cracking, man. I've been mastering this conversion play. I just don't coach this shit. I actually do this shit. And the result of that is I'm gonna have to get off this call in about 10 minutes because I've got a client and I'm showing 8 properties between Richmond, Martinez, and Vallejo today because I'm hell bent on getting one more in the contract before the year ends. So the momentum is it's already there. Like Elias said earlier, if we weren't planning for 2025, you don't wait until January 1st of 2025 to get in motion. We get in motion now. And so the result of that, man, I've got 3 listings that are already locked in for January. I got 2 buyers that are locked in to be prepared to get into the market in January. But I'm focused on closing out 2024 with some momentum. I think we're at like 18, 19 deals. I'm going to get this one in the contract. And it's just an incremental progression. So systems are intact. My follow-up boss and my real scout are aligned. My lead statuses are in the proper status. You know, I've got my dub integrated into my follow-up boss. So I'm using the video engagement. So the systems that we talk about fine-tuning and developing in like the conversion clinic space, I'm really walking that shit out, man. And it results in production like 9,000.
I love it. And let me ask you on a personal level, personal reach out to your consumers. Is there anything that you're sending them? Is there anything that you're doing as you go into Christmas and the new year? Is there newsletters or something personalized message from Vernon?
Yes, there is. And so I'm videoing it. And I like my energy to exude through the video. It's nothing about real estate for the next week and a half. It's all about gratitude, holidays, thankful, giving. You know, that's the space that I'm coming from, just in terms of tapping in with everybody in my database, but I'm doing it via video.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Really good stuff. And great thing about working with, everybody and Vernon in particular, when I've applied pressure, and believe me, and he can be a testament of this, I've applied a lot of pressure to Vernon, intentional pressure, but every single time, every conversation he says, all right, I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. And so instead of resisting it, he's always receiving of it. And he says, okay, I appreciate that. He looks at the perspective and says, okay, I appreciate that perspective. And thank you for the feedback. And so it's never been like, oh, I'm resistant to the growth. Hey, listen, people have tough conversations with me all the time, and I'm open to the feedback, and I know that it's going to help me improve. That's when we remove our ego, right? Remove your ego from it. And if someone's going to say, hey, there's some things that I think we can adjust and do better, listen to the messaging. Because if they've done what you're trying to achieve and they've built what you're wanting to build, then let them guide you through this, right? And have communication and talk it out. And so appreciate your sentiment. Let's go to Brandy. Brandy, high of 5. Let's hear from you. Excited about Christmas for you and the children. Let's hear from you, Brandy. What's good? What's on your mind?
All right, so this is so weird. Is last night I opened up this magazine, this Realtors magazine, Success. I've had it, I guess, in September, October. It's a September, October issue. But the other day, you had me stuck on that Shark Tank. Like, I have been practicing in the mirror as if, like, I'm talking. So I'm booking an appointment with you because you're going to be the shark.
No, hold on a second. I want to get to where you want to get to, but how many people just say that she does it right now on this call?
No. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Open the door for it,
Fuck
Brandy.
yeah.
Go
Get
for
on the
it.
microphone. Let's go.
You brought it up, all right?
I gotta practice.
Don't get the stuttering and shit.
Brandy, go on with this Success magazine. I want to hear this, and then we'll set the stage.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, bear with me for a second. There's a big, huge point, okay? I think it's like yeah. Okay, so look what I opened up, the first page. It's a Shark Tank person, okay? Not only that, okay, guys, bear with me. hold on, where's my page? Next is the business playbook. Look at, those are all my highlights, right? So I thought it was funny as you were talking this morning. I was like, all right, Shark Tank, and then now he's talking about a playbook. Okay, that's really funny. I picked this up and it was random because I was up late letting one of the little guys just watch a movie at midnight because I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? All right, here's some magazines sitting here. Let's open them up. I need to be a master at this stuff. Oh yeah, I think I'm getting called out. But yeah, so it all resonated.
You know what? Here's the thing. It's funny it's not funny, it's just how the universe works. And when you start to think about things and you start to put that energy out into the universe, then what's going to happen is that stuff's going to come back to you. So Brandy, I want you to, get your shoulders square. I want you to now take this opportunity. Otis did it the other day. I forgot who else did it. You guys came correct with your Shark Tank, pitch. And for the people that are guests on here, Jamie's probably like, damn, these people are crazy. They're wild. And absolutely right, we are. But what we're going to do, Jamie, is that she is going to Shark Tank us, meaning that she walks into the Shark Tank telling us about her business and trying to tell us how sellable and how equitable her business is based on who she is, her brand, her pipeline, and what she's actively doing right now in her business to grow. And if there's no financials behind it and there's no numbers to back it up, sorry, dog, we're going to pass on the business. So let's give her some love, some light, some encouragement before she grabs the mic, because this is
ready. Let's go.
And this is when the most powerful, beautiful moments happen in Keep It Moving Group Coaching. So without further ado, Brandy, the door's open to Shark Tank. The floor is yours. Let's roll.
All right. All right, Sharks. Good morning. How are you? I'm Brandy Alfonso, the mom of the Hive of Five. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Do you have moms?
Yeah, I have a mom. Yeah.
Yeah. And how important is your mom in your life?
The most important.
Okay. So now bear with me and be a little open-minded.
Okay.
I'm a mom, the mom of the Hive of Five. Now I'm here to change the real estate game, revolutionizing emotional connection and performance and action. Now, what better way is that than a mom coming at you, being your real estate and being that mom walking you through the journey? Would you say that your mom has probably had some troubles in her life?
Safe to say, absolutely.
Okay. And what would you do to make sure that your mom either has felt all the love from you and has given you that love?
Anything that I could possibly do.
Exactly. So how would you feel if a mom came to you and was your support system and walked you through your entire process?
I'd feel comfortable.
Great. Great. Now, knowing that your mom has been through stuff and challenges that she has faced, and you can look at that and be like, wow, I really have somebody in my corner. Well, that's me. I'm here not only as the mom of five who was left with absolutely nothing. I was left with absolutely nothing and 5 kids, but here I'm today. And I'm here to give you all of that support. I have mastered emotional connection with people. And when you are left with nothing, you have nothing left to grab. So I have built a community of people, not only in my Hive of Five, obviously, because quantity and quality should be built together, not separate.
Okay. Wow. I'm with this. So Brandy, I am so connected with your messaging, with your brand, with your cause, your purpose, and your crusade. Walk us through a little bit of your numbers. Talk to me really quick. How many videos have people seen of you in the last 6 months?
I don't have my exact numbers, Eli.
So tell me a little bit
about a lot.
About your pipeline right now. How many people are you actively showing homes to right now? Tell me about your active pipeline.
So I can tell you, as of yesterday, I sent out 93 text messages and I made contacts with 73 people. From yesterday's conversation, I have now 3 people booking appointments with me. So my number for next year is the number 16. Right now, actively, I have 10 people in next year who are looking for me to walk them through that journey.
All right, just let's cut there for a second. Wow. Like, wow. Like, it's rare that you see me speechless. I got chills, Brandy. Like, if you can see it, I literally have chills, but I gotta go to you guys. Take yourselves off of mute. I want you to share what you just experienced from Brandy and how that made you feel. Let's go, Kelly. Kelly.
Seriously, chills from head to toe, like that heartfelt, that coming from nothing, and that like the whole thing was like a home run, knocked it out the park. So amazing. Good job. Kudos to you.
Brandy, if you don't create this as a video on social media, like, hey, my coach asked me to Shark Tank my business, challenge accepted. And then you go right into that. I promise you, that shit will just fucking take off. That was so powerful. Let's go to some more hands up. Ashley, you were smiling. You had a hand up. You had a hand down. We'll come back to Ashley in a second. Let's go, O-Dog.
You needed to do a mic drop on that, Brandy. Like, that shit was fucking fire. I mean, for the people that don't know, like, a year ago, you wouldn't even want to raise your hand to what you just did right now. Like, that shit is contagious. And like I told Elias, like, I think that this is what we've been missing on group coaching. Like, you know, that thorst of you having to be out here and getting called out in front of everybody. I think that all it sells us to be great and at least get those bugs out. But like, man, that was like fantastic. Like he said, he put the challenge out there and you answered it. Not only did you answer it, but you answered it like a seasoned pro who's been doing this shit for like 30, 40 years. Like, that was excellent. That was amazing.
It was so powerful. And it goes back to this, you guys. Like, what type of energy was she just giving off right now, right? Like, she believes we don't get what we ask for, we get what we believe. And what we believe shows in ourselves and the way that we show our energy. Like her energy showed us how much she believes in herself despite her challenges. That shit's behind her. She is looking forward, and God, that was powerful. Let's go, Kyrell. Let's go, Deep Bledsoe, and then Vernon. I'm sure you had a thought on that as well. Let's go, Kyrell.
That opening was very powerful, and it shifted me a little bit. It made me miss my mother. Now I'm gonna give her a call as soon as we end this meeting to let her know, you know, I miss her, just walking with me every step of the way, just the little things, you know.
Man, I absolutely, and you know what? Some really powerful things that you did. And if we break it all down, obviously we connected with the messaging, but your framework, right? Let me stop everybody for a quick moment. I want to ask you a question. What are we doing? We're hanging on to say, okay, let me hear the question. Do you have a mother? Well, yeah. Do you love your mother? Yeah. Does she be there? And like all these things, like it kept us like we were coming for more and more. So your framework was spot on. And I cannot tell you how important that is in all things that we do in business. So really good job there. Let's go, Deep Bledsoe. Kyrell, thanks for your contribution. Now we'll go back to Ashley and then we'll end with Vernon. Let's go, Deep Bledsoe.
No, I was just going to reiterate that mom angle is perfect. Like, that should be content. That should be a constant message, because who doesn't have a mom that they love? I mean, some of us don't, but connect to that was perfect. I love that.
You know, I absolutely agree with that, D. So let's go over to Ashley and then we'll come right over to Vernon.
Brandy, when you said I'm a master at emotional connection, I just felt that to my soul, and I realized that's what's missing. That's like, people have this wall up and they're just going about doing business. But if you can break through it and be a master at emotional connection, that's why you have to do the video, because you'll reach and make so many people feel that, and that's the it factor. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I 100%. Judith, are you on? Rhea, are you on? Let me just double check. Judith, give me a thumbs up if you're here. 1, 2, 3. I think I see Judith. Okay, cool. Judith, can you take yourself off of mute really quick? I want to make sure that we get this. Judith going once.
Yes.
Good morning,
I'm
Judith.
here.
Good evening, because it's the middle of the night where you are. Judith, here's what I want us to do today. I want you to take that clip from Brandy, from our call today. I want you to send it to the Shredditors, and I want them to chop a reel as soon as possible for her.
Yep.
The moment needs to be captured and it needs to be illustrated today. So grab that clip, send it to the Shredditors, and have them work their magic for Brandy, and then send it out. Please and thank you. Vernon, bring us full circle.
Okay.
Thank you, Judith.
You killed that shit. Period. The end. You know, that's what your presentation is exactly what we mean when we say make it about the human connection, right? Focus on because when we're bought in to the emotion of your presentation, it doesn't matter what you're selling. I'm in because you've got me locked in from the beginning and you're establishing relatability and you're asking questions that I'm bought in. I'm in the car. Now I'm putting my seatbelt on. Where are we going? Wherever we going, I'm with you, right? Because of the way that you drew us in through human emotion. You're hearing people say, I got goosebumps. I got the chills. I got the, Elias very rarely gets super excited when he puts somebody on the spot in a coaching call. So that authentic reaction. We all felt that. Whatever you selling, let's go. I'm in. And it was simply because of how you lured us in, leveraging the emotion. You're pulling on our emotional strings. Buy the house, whatever, because you are the master of emotional intelligence. Oh man, look, I may not say it as fluent as you, but I'm still in that. So you better put the real out first. I'm taking that.
Brandy, we always talk about this. This goes for everyone. Otis, I see your hand. I'll come to you in just a moment. We always say we all have our values, but how is a consumer going to experience that value? And I think that she demonstrated, and what we all did is we experienced the values that she holds so true. This emotional intelligence, this emotional awareness, this emotional connection, you guys all felt that. She says it, she stands on it, you experienced it, so therefore, that's how real it is. And you want to know how something is real, you'll connect with it. You guys all connected with it. And now if she can just have her consumers connect with it the same way that we did, that's how you can grow a successful business that is heart-centered based on the way that you want to operate in the world. So well done, Brandy. Otis, last contribution, then we're going to go full circle on takeaways.
I want to piggyback off what you and Vernon said, that the realness and authenticity of what she said, like she was dropping so many bars that can make you relate, just to her as a person in general. And then it's kind of like backing up those things. When she said, everybody has moms, then when she said the hive of five, you're thinking of a woman, having a child. Dude right here is off the hook. I can only imagine having 4 more of him. Than the fact that she's a realtor and she's got her shit down like that. I would just be like, this is somebody I want to work with, because obviously, she's got a lot going on, and the fact that she can still be servicing me at a high level, I think that realness will come through a lot. And you're right. That's why I put it in there. She needs to get that video ASAP and milk that video for what it's worth. I would even remix it. You were talking about your, prior, struggles with just getting on social media to where you're at right now with doing that Shark Tank presentation. I think that shit will be fire.
Man, I am so glad, Brandy, that you were here today, and I'm so glad that it did not let you off the hook. Right? It could have been easy. No, we'll just continue cruising on. Like, I'm so glad that we went here, Brandy. Well done. Let's once again give her some kudos, give her some praise, give her some emojis. And Brandy, hopefully your cup is filled because you filled other people's cups today. And I'm sure it is, because that's how you are wired. Let's go a couple key takeaways. Jamie, Thomas, I'm going to go to you really quick. Give us one key takeaway from your first time at a Keep It Moving group coaching session. Let's go, Jamie. I think she's trying to find that mute button. There it is.
I am blown away. I can't even speak, but I was invited here by Elias. I was funneled through Vivi. I met Vivi. We closed a deal last year, and she asked me, come join EXP, come join. And I did, and I dragged my feet. But I have to say that this is the most energetic group I've ever, and I've been in real estate a long time, and my numbers, if you look at my numbers, they don't show that I've been in real estate a long time, because I am truly a caretaker. My mom battled cancer. She's still here. They told her that she was not going to make it, and she's been here 15 years. And her video is fire. So yes, I'm copying that. And I just want to say that I can't wait to join EXP.
Well, Jamie, I'm so glad that you're here. Listen, you guys, when you have clarity on your purpose, on your crusade, on your cause, and on your mission in this business, all things start to align. everything. When you're clear on whatever it is, whatever your brandy thing is, when you're clear on that, other people can feel it. And you guys saw a live demonstration of that today. So you guys, I want to say thank you to Brandy. Thank you for all of the other contributions. You guys, this is about action, but obviously we can't have massive action without massive emotion, right?
Yeah.
EQ is
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but
don't be sorry. You were told early on what to expect from this environment. So when you massive action, as we are growing, our EQ, our emotional intelligence should be growing at a very high level. And if there's anything that you've learned from these environments, yeah, there's going to be a kick in the ass once in a while. But I believe that this environment is rooted in emotional intelligence. And you just saw a clear example of what that actually looks like, feels like, and you guys experience that at a high level. So you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on. Thank you for being present. I will not see you for Monday and for Wednesday. Enjoy your time with your family and have a Merry Christmas. But I'm going to ask you guys all for a favor. My mom, since we're speaking about moms, my mom called me yesterday and she's really scared. So my mom's been sick and she's had some things going on with her, and she just found out that she has to have surgery on her carotid artery. That means that they have to go into her neck and open it up and put a stent there because she has about 85% blockage in her carotid artery. And so now it's a surgery that has a really good success rate, but you got to imagine going through that type of surgery. So my mom's really scared. So you guys have seen my mom. You've seen her story. Yeah, I've talked about my mom quite a bit. And Brandy, since you brought this up, if you guys can, her name's Angela Astuto. That's my mom. Send her a message, send her a DM to say, hey, wishing you all the best. Elias told us that you're going to have a surgery, and I promise you those little small things, because my mom's all about words of affirmation and care, those things will go a long way. So if you have the time and you have it in your time to do that, send a message to my mom. It would mean the world to me. So you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for contributing at such a high level. One of my favorite sessions we've done all year, and I've done hundreds of these. So you guys, thank you for being here. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and go out there and take some massive action in your business. Peace.